I have introduced a resolution in the Georgia House of Representatives to abolish capital punishment in this state. This resolution calls for a constitutional amendment to amend that section that prohibits cruel and unusual punishment.
Yes, sir, I'm in favor of keeping it at all costs.
I do not think that it deters criminals. As a matter of fact, statistics show that in those states that have abolished capital punishment, the crime rate is 1/2, roughly, less than it is in those states that have retained it. For instance, in Michigan, the crime rate for capital offenses is roughly 3.3, and Georgia is roughly 7.1. So I would conclude from that that capital punishment is not a deterrent to capital offenses.
In opposition to some of the statistics and people that are advocating doing away with it, that it certainly is a deterrent to crime, especially heinous crimes, rape, murder, such as this. And I think if we do away with it, we'll be doing one of the biggest injustices ever been done in this state.
I don't think anything would happen in terms of an increase in capital offenses in view of the fact that we do have capital punishment. These offenses have not decreased. These capital offenses have not decreased, which means that capital punishment is not serving a purpose for which it is supposed to be designed, that is to say, as a deterrent to crime.
I think you'd have an increase in crime in all your felonies, especially those of, as I said, of murder and rape in the state of Georgia.
Well, I think that all the studies in this country show that if you're poor and not very well educated, and if you happen to be a Negro, you're more likely to get the death penalty than if you were wealthy or could afford the finest and the best counsel that money could buy.
If one of the richest men in Georgia or America committed a crime in this state, if the jurors thought that it was born to the death penalty, he'd get it.
If you are poor, you're more likely to get the death penalty. And I would like to also add that I think that in view of this, that the application of capital punishment itself operates unevenly on the poor, the not well-educated, and Negroes, and that it is probably in violation of the 14th Amendment of the Constitution of the United States, in the violation of the Equal Protection Clause of that amendment.
And certainly, at no means would I ever agree to vote against the death penalty in Georgia, to try to keep our society to where they wouldn't be in dread of some attack or some criminal assault or being murdered by the criminal elements in our state. They would certainly go on a rampage if we did away with this capital punishment, in my opinion.
I move, sir, that this Senate do now adjourn until 9:30 Monday morning, January 29, 1968, pursuant to and in accordance with House Resolution 418, I believe that's the number, which has been adopted by both this Senate and the House.
The ayes seem to have it. The ayes do have it. And this Senate is now adjourned.